Alright, so I have been saying that I'm like, I want to be a Yoshi main stuff. Well, my Yoshi hasn't been doing that great. A lot of people know how to play around Yoshi. So I've been playing Villager, and no one knows how to handle Villager. From what I've learned, I've been doing amazing recently. So hopefully I don't jinx it, as I probably will just go and get ruined. But Villager's really fun. People, like, when I thought Villager, I was thinking more like, you know, you have to be in their face, and you can kind of space them out a bit, and you have to play for those gimps. What I've learned is you just play lame as hell. All you do is just spam everything, and you'll eventually do pretty well. If I can get a hold of things. There we go, and let's just throw out... Like, I thought people wouldn't really fall for the trees ever. Oh, that was just bad timing on my part. But no, people love falling for the trees. Throw out a Lloyd Rocket, you plant a tree, and then they just don't know how to respond. Then there's another Lloyd Rocket, and then there's just... I realize that you just throw so many things in their face, they just don't know how to respond. Oh. And also, yeah, my ledge game, like, I just come from under the edge and throw out some shenanigans. It tends to go pretty well. That I've actually, like, my options with Villager just feel so much better than with Yoshi. See, like, you just throw out the pots, and, like, after that troll villager thing, I was like, yeah, I'm actually a good villager. Dead! See, people don't know how to respond to it, man! It's so good. Now, she's probably going to want to get that tree out of the way, so... No, nope, nah. Problem is, like, you have to keep them off of you as villager. If they start to get on you, that's when you have problems. That's why I'll guard the edge like this with my... Oh, what? That got interesting. Ooh, that was almost bad. Oh, cool. Cool! Just killed herself. And, yeah, well, that's not too much of a win, but that's kind of how my villager matches have been going. Like, they think they can rush me down through the tree, and then I just throw so many things. I throw a rocket, there's that piece of stomp, then I go for my dash, and then I can go for my A over. Like, it's just a wall of... It's just a wall of mess, and if you get too close to that wall, there's a tree waiting for you. I didn't think Villager was, like, that crazy. But then, like, I started playing it, I'm like, wait a second. Yeah. So it's really hilarious that... I thought that, you know, if I made a guide on how if you just, like, camp and spam and stuff... Like, look. Well, that didn't work out too well. Oh, ate the tree. Now, there's the Lord Rocket and even more stuff. Like, just... It's... All it is stuff. And then I have my short hop aerials. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, I think that's the best way of describing Villager. It's just so much stuff that people don't even know how to respond. Okay, so he's gotten patient with my pattern, and I can still respond to that. There we go. Whoa, where'd my shield go? Yeah, he's really working around it. Alright. Oh, tree's dead. I guess it's kind of like a fool me once, shame on you kind of deal here. I still have some strong aerials, though. And there's lag. Yep. See, it just... Even when you think you've read it, you haven't read it. Man, also those turnips stay out for such a long time. Got it! That's all it is. The seeds of this person's demise have been planted. Oh, the rocket! It wanted it so bad! Oh, also, the tree's gone. Come on, do that again. Got it. That's what I love. Like, if they have any kind of range. Oh my goodness. Oh, I almost got the bowling ball out of that. Almost. That would have been the sickest disrespect KO. And rocket. And spam. Oh, I caught it. Not bad. Woo! Dude, Villager's such a troll. It's great. And I think, oh, if that was like a 3 turnip, that could have KO'd. So I mean, yeah, you play lame to get in their head, and then you can actually like do things from there. Boom. Get. Ah. Oh, I did B down instead of the B I wanted. Ooh. Okay, I'm not finishing this one off pretty well. Ah. I guess to avoid the rocket. Yeah, whatever. Another KO. Alright, let's find a new challenger. Unless this guy doesn't want to deal with me anymore. That'd be funny, too. Damn it. Wow. Ooh, he's on my turf now. He can't really, like... Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I hate when lag does that to me. Alright, now I'm in his realm. Oh, fuck! He had that one planned. Oh, I'm bad. I'm dead. Nope. Ah. Alright, and we have a replay to go along with all this. Now, this one's actually pretty interesting because I generally don't think I'm strong against Little Max, and this guy just has no. This is when I realized I might actually know what I'm doing with Villager, and it would be pretty cool. So, yeah. I get that first tree, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be pretty crazy. So I just start throwing out the spam. I'm like, you know what? Just gotta play it how you can. And he was good. He was kind of predictable. He was always just throwing out, you know, the jabs and the smashes, which is what Little Mac does. So I was trying to go for a gimp right there, and I got it. I was like, wait, Little Mac is off the edge. It's going to be so free. Then I keep going for what I can, just throwing out the rocket. If I set up a tree, he won't be able to do much. Like, he got that dash in that time, but if I can space him off of it and, like, just keep setting up the tree, I can make it work. So I catch him on, like, the hit lag. Oh, and he just goes and ruins my tree there with a full charge, though. He tries to handle it, and like the problem that I realized with Little Mac is he can one-shot my trees, so I have to be a little more, a little better about that. So he starts throwing out counters. He doesn't know what I'm doing. I get trees growing. I start throwing out rockets. I feel him like going all over the place with this, and he almost caught me on that one. I feel the KO punch is coming as well, so I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. Just trying to space him away from my water bucket. That'd be cool if I dodged the KO with the water bucket. He gets a nice counter with my bowling ball right there. So I'm like, okay, he's KO'able. If I can get him off the ledge, it's going to be easy because it's Little Mac. And if not, I can just kind of get some kind of cheese in there. So there's my wall of spam, just throwing, slingshotting some stuff, throwing out the potted plant, Lloyd Rocket. And that's when I learned, like, you know, if you can get under that edge really well as Villager and just keep them spaced, you can get some free damage in. Ooh. I was just in this battle and I'm already like, oh, yeah, I saw him charging up and that was probably one of the most free trees I've ever landed. So that just kind of shows, like, yeah, Little Max, or, Villager's fun. Alright, and one more replay with this Greninja. It was a pretty cool matchup because I realized, like, with Greninja, you kind of have a pretty good edge because all you have to do is grab the Water Shuriken with Pocket, and it's going to pretty much be in your favor. Also, let's turn up the music just a bit for this. There we go. And yeah, so I was trying to, this was like the first time I really went up against potentially a good Greninja. So I was really trying to like figure out how to pace this one, but it just kind of turns into, you know, they lead off with a lot of rush and then they realize they have to play around the tree. And that's why I was like, okay, he can Shadow Sneak behind the tree. This is going to be interesting. Like, that's going to be something I have to be aware of. Like, see, I had to start watching the ground for the shadows, and then I could kind of roll away from it and get more setup like that. Like, if he wants to play that game, I can turn away, throw out another rocket, maybe get a tree going. So there was a couple times, like, see, I saw this right here. I'm like, well, my tree is going to save me on that Shadow Sneak. And then I just have options out. So yeah, as long as, like, whenever he stopped moving, I was like, wait a second, I should just shield because the Shadow Sneak is coming. And that's when it started getting interesting. So we just started playing a lot of footsies. I'm like, oh, is he going to start throwing out the Water Shuriken? I'm glad to play Water Shuriken. So once I realized what he was doing, I was like, okay, now I can grab one of these at some point. So I'm like, yeah, I can sit behind the tree. There's my grab. throw out the tree, and then I just could decide to... That was the mix-up. That's like the main reason why I wanted to show off this replay. So I threw out the rocket, I dashed in, and then I just launched out the water shuriken as he was charging his for the KO. And then I was like, wait, was it like boosted damage or something? Like, that was one thing I was trying to figure out. So I missed the pocket there because I was too busy rolling around and planting a tree. I was like, oh, next pocket I get, that's going to be fun. So there's my spacing from under the ledge. There's my getting a tree up. Didn't really quite happen. Oh, I get the pocket on the way down, which was pretty neat. Because, yeah, Villager's recovery is insane. Then I'd completely whiff it. But I grab another one, so it was playing predictable. I was like, okay, I'm down with this. So I just need to not die, but I did, so I lost my water shuriken that I had stored up. Still feeling confident. I was still feeling confident in this one. Also, the reason why I had to do the replay is because it was like such a laggy battle that really only a replay would kind of do it justice. So yeah, Shadow Sneak, I see it coming, I get the roll on the last second. Don't quite get the plant to grow, so I just try to get some extra damage. I'm like, come on. Give me some room, let me get my tree up, let me get some shenanigans going. So yeah, like it just creates, oh, I get the pocket there at the last second, which was kind of, that was kind of impressive that like as it was hitting and getting like destroyed on my Lord Rocket, I had a pocket right there. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to hold on to that and that's going to be cool to land, but I whiff it. I want like another water shuriken KO. There's nothing better than pocketing something for the win. And it's literally for the win. Ooh. So I tried to walk out. I messed up that. He gets around me. I thought he was just going to like start eventually falling off the ledge on something like that, but just kind of really back and forth and stalling it out because we both didn't want to give up something really silly. So I trade a Shadow Sneak for Lloyd. I let him charge up his stuff. He gets that on the dash, which is surprising. I thought I'd have a little more ledge safety right there. So I try to stay under, try to give it as much as I can. Get the grab, so that's like, okay, that's spacing, that's a rocket. That means I might be able to land some kind of bowling ball. Something. And then, see, he started the Shadow Sneak, but then I was able to stop it. The Lloyd Rocket was there for the sneak, and then the tree grows. And I just get this scumbag game right there, and that's how you play Villager, apparently. Like, it's just a mess. But I think I've actually kind of gotten the art of Villager down after, like, trolling ended up becoming something competitive. Like, I got so good at trolling, I was like, wait a second, I can kind of use this against real players, because I was really surprised that people will fall for these things that I thought that, you know, people would never fall for. Alright. Let's do this. Oh my god, I hate lag. Makes me get on fucking Lloyd Rocket. And, nah. Come on. Damn. Count Velgan's too fast for his own good. Wow, this just shows like how anti-rush you can be. Like, I'm just frustrating this guy right now. Oh, damn. That sucks. I shouldn't be this far away from my tree, honestly. Oh. Got him with the axe. Nice. Oh, that was rough. That was rough. People can't handle it.